Be me a couple months ago. Reading Liber Cows for the third time. All entities already exist, you just give them shape. Get reminded of the fox devil from Chainsaw Man. Think it's gonna be cool to make a deal with him so that I can summon a big dog that gulps things. Research the lore. Make a sigil, get candles, establish magic circle. Summon fox to Biru. Ask for its power. It asks me to smash a brick against my hand once a month as hard as I can. Done. Fast forward today. Haven't tried out the power, because if I treat it with respect it ought to be more effective. Every magician worth his salt knows this. Sitting outside my apartment complex smoking a ciggy, shooting the shit with some friends. See faggot riding a bike, full speed. Can't control the urge. Con, nothing happens. About to get disappointed. Guy runs a red light and gets run over. Oof from friends. Call ambulance. I'm sweating bullets. Guy gets up and sits on the curb. No bones sticking out. People gather around him, ambulance picks him up. This was 5 hours ago, and I'm still shaky as fuck, thinking how I might have been the one to cause this guy to almost get killed. 5 days until I have to smash a brick against my hand again, wish me luck. The story thus far. Be me. Out hiking in Appalachia with bros. See clearing up ahead. Dark figure appears. It communicates telepathically and knows my name. Bro, do you see this guy? Tee me to bro. Bro didn't hear you, but when you turn around the shade disappeared. My bro looks at me like he's seen a fucking ghost, asks me if I have my cell phone. Check cell phone. I have a text message from a number I've never seen before. Kill your friends and I will share the truth with you. Probably just some fucking spam, I ignore it. Keep following the hike trail as it gets dark. My bro turns to me and asks how much longer until get to the main path. Not too much longer, maybe, look at his face. Something seemed off about the way he looked, like his face was twisted in the twilight. He seemed paler than usual. Hey, Anon, you okay? He nodded his head, but I still couldn't shake the feeling that the bro I started hiking with and the bro beside me now were different in some way. Reached the main trail, literally near an abandoned graveyard in the woods. Some of the graves look like they've been here since the 1800s, very spooky. There's a strange sticky white substance all over the graves. Moans can be heard from the distance, it's the ghost of Coom's past. Get possessed by Coom or ghost. Coom all night. I've got one. Not much but it's semi-spooky to live with. Be me. Wake up. 2:20 a.m. Side table lamp still on. That's weird. Something red written on my whiteboard. Too blurry to make out. Hey, I'll read it tomorrow. Turn lamp off. Tomorrow comes. The whiteboard is, predictably, spotless. Sleep paralysis gets worse over the next few months. I'm waking up paralyzed at least once a week now. Usually in my mostly asleep state I'm desperate to wake myself up fully, with the sense I'm being chased. Otherwise I'll wake up screaming with no memory of the dream. I have never seen anything while paralyzed. Pretty sure sleep paralysis demons are a meme. Closet door is a mirror, always intentionally left folded open so I can't see myself from my bed. Never experienced paralysis when sleeping outside of this room. About once a month I'll wake up to my bedroom door standing open. Locks from the inside, always lock the door before I go to sleep. Feeling like a prodromal schizophrenic. Be me, 18, college freshman. Always had a tendency to pace a lot, still do, but my dorm was too small for that. This, paired with my insomnia, leads me to take long nightly walks. Usually from 1 o'clock to 4 a.m. I liked going that late because no one was around, since I'm very awkward around people. Sort of just wandered the side streets, listening to music, lost in thought. Kind of creepy at times, but mostly very peaceful for me. All the streets kind of looked the same, and I would intentionally try to get myself lost. Made the walks less boring I guess. One night, deep into a walk, I noticed that all the streetlights are off past a certain point. At first I thought I had just reached the end of a street or something, but the sidewalk seemed to keep going. Decide to follow it. After walking for about a minute I notice that I can't see my own feet. I've been camping many times, and even the woods in the middle of nowhere at night aren't half this dark. It's dead silent too. No wind, no distant cars, even my footsteps are sort of muffled. After walking for about 20 minutes I see a light in the distance. To be honest, I'm not sure how I missed it before, couldn't have been more than a few hundred meters away. Seems to be a large window of a house, with someone standing in front of it. Can't make much out, just a silhouette standing there. As I get closer to the house, which takes much longer than it should have, the figure in the room don't become any more detailed. I'm maybe 20 feet away, and the guy still looks like a 2D cutout. Room is barren too, just a bright yellowish light behind him. No furniture, can't even tell where the walls or ceiling is. Light from the window doesn't illuminate the outside at all either. Slowly approach when the figure moves, raising his hand and grabbing a chain hanging from the ceiling. I know that wasn't there a second ago. Yanks it down and the window goes dark. I'm pretty sure my old high school was haunted. Be me. 15. Second period is English class, which I skip to go hang out and fuck around in the library. Library is this weird lady with a neck tattoo who usually doesn't give a fuck what students do there, so long as there's no messes or anyone trying to look up porn on the computers. This was in 1999, and for some reason we had kids at my school try and do this at least every few weeks. Chilling in the far back of the library, taking a nap in a chair. Wake up eventually and look up at the ceiling, see this giant bulbous glass the librarian keeps around, there's a few of them actually, and see a girl. Oh, today's Anon's lucky day, right? I get up to go hit on this girl. I didn't ever see her face, all I saw was the back of her, long brownish hair, dressed normally, ect. I walk directly over to where I see her staring at a shelf of books. When I get there, she's gone. Look around, no one in sight. I go to some guy nearby and ask him if he'd seen the girl pass him by. Where he'd been sitting there would have been no way for him not to notice, he wasn't listening to anything. Get kinda spooked. Walk out of library as the period ends. Eventually ask librarian if she'd seen anyone who matched the description of a brown-haired girl had checked any books out, nothing. It's like the girl I saw was never there, she was either a ghost or I experienced a time slip and saw someone in the past for a brief moment or something. Later, however, I got spotted by the English teacher, wigger kid who I'd been in first period with ratted me out like a little faggot. I got some other stories about my old school. I have several spooky stories from me or my brother, gonna post 2 of them. Be me dating a girl from Tinder. We had several dates and already kissed, so I invited her to my home. Flatmate and his girlfriend are at home. We all drink together a little bit of wine. Give my flatmate a hint to piss of, so I can be alone with my date, so he and his girlfriend go sleeping. As soon as we were alone I escalated and kissed her, and we decided to move into my room. We have a sexy time, undressing, a lot of kissing and petting. She is a little bit shy and asked me if I can close the door because she was worrying that my flatmate could enter the room unexpected. Tell her to not worry because he never entered my room ever without knocking and asking. Also, it is already 12 p.m. We continued kissing for some minutes until she froze and stared with glazing eyes behind me. I immediately turned my head around and watched in the direction she was looking and saw that someone has opened the door a few inches and was standing in the hallway behind the door. As soon as the person saw our reaction, he calmly closed the door. I was really angry and apologized to her many times because of my stupid flatmate. The night was over for us and she decided to go home, which was okay for me after this embarrassing moment. As soon as I stood up I went to my flatmate's room and asked him friendly why he opened my room. He was like, what the fuck, he and his girlfriend would never enter my room without asking or knocking. Especially when there was a girl. This was really spooky to me in the aftermath because we both saw the open door and someone standing behind it and closing it afterwards. I also believe in my friend because our house is really old, so we would have heard someone walking in the hallway, which was not the case. Such and I don't know what the hell happened. Be me in 2013. Early 2010s were horrible for me, this didn't really improve until 2016. Fall asleep a week before going on vacation. A black mist with glowing yellow eyes is in my bedroom watching me. Wake up and dream, feeling depressed. She materializes as a beautiful elf, basically Zelda but with blue hair and skin. Feel afraid, naturally. She kisses me, and I feel exhilarated. Somehow gain telekinetic powers, the ability to run like the Flash and to phase through walls. She spends the rest of the night in the dream caressing me and holding me. We fuck like mad later on. Everything felt 100% real. She leaves and I end up sad again. Even now, 8 years later, I can still see her if I lucid dream right or hear her telling me to pull through If I'm having a really shitty day. Am I wrong in believing she isn't evil or malevolent because she doesn't push me to do anything actually devilish or insane? The songs brings up memories about patience and understanding. Be me with few friends at a New Year party, a cabin in mountains. Show them Bad Karma song. They listened to it on repeat all night. The whole cabin was vibrating from the bass. I wanted to rest, next day was a driving day. Morning at 6, angry I say to myself, if this song is gonna play again one more time, I'll go down and break the sound system. Song stops. Blessing.jpg. I go down, dress up for snowboarding. Go on the slope, try to calm myself riding. Fell so hard I almost broke my ribs. Come back to cabin. How was the riding on? Great, like last night, I'm in pain. Vibing times indeed. Be me. See Bush walking towards me. Ask him about 9/11s, being an inside job. Turns into a pussy. Won't tell me anything. Whip out dick. It's probing time. Bush takes out penis. It's a trap. Thought it was a pussy. MFW, my dick is still bigger than the Bush's.